Today we are here for a seminar about history of CLT implementation in Bangladesh. We are very glad in the presence of Professor Misbauddin Ahmed, Principal of Government Teachers Training College, Sylhet. And today's program will be chaired by Professor Mohammad Arif Hassan Chaudhuri, Head of the Department of Education. And we are highly privileged with the presence of Chaudhuri Mamun Akbar, Vice Principal of Government Teachers Training College, Sylhet, as the special guest. And we have the presence of Muhammad Nilufar Khanum, Associate Professor and Secretary of Staff Council of Government Teachers Training College, Sylhet. We are glad that we have the presence of distinguished faculty members of Government Teachers Training College, Sylhet, and the audience. Today's seminar will be reviewed by Dr. Mohammad Didar Chaudhuri, Assistant Professor of Government Teachers Training College, Sylhet, and the role of reporter will be played by Humayra Zakia Putul and Adiba. First of all, I am requesting our chairperson to come up on the stage with the distinguished chief guest and the special guest.
Extremely honored to be here, and I'm happy to be a part of this history here, because I think this seminar will open up some new phases for the learners who are already doing these activities. I'm happy that our Honorable Principal, Professor Misbauddin Ahmed, Government Teachers Training College, even though he had a hectic journey last night, he is happy to be here as our chief guest. So please give a big hand for him.
Has also adopted this method for learn English language. In Bangladesh, English is taught from grade 1 to 12 as a compulsory subject. However, many students in Bangladesh cannot develop their ability to use English as a real-life communication. They cannot, even after 12 years of education. 23 years have been passed since CLT was introduced in Bangladesh, and still many students don't have the expected level of communicative competence. So therefore it is important to look into the factors that hinder the successful implementation of CLT in Bangladesh. So in this assignment we will try to find out those factors. To accomplish the task, first we will discuss the definition and the history of the method. Method is used for instruction. I'd like to talk to you today about my presentation. My topics are audiolingual method and communicative language teaching. Let us look at here audiolingual method. Audiolingual method is defined as a method used in teaching foreign language. This method is also called the ARM method because it adopted the principles of the ARM method. The main object of this method is to help learners read and practice patterns and structure of the target language. During the 1950s, they present the lesson in lecture-based ways. The participation of the students was very limited during the lesson. They used to get an opportunity of participation by directly asking the teacher only when they used to fail to understand certain things. The more the class had been found silent, the more the teacher used to be satisfied. Thus, the gap between the teachers and students used to be created. But in CLT, the teachers behave friendly and facilitated with the learners and narrowing the gap between them. In CTM, the teacher directly corrects students' error, but in CLT, teacher permits the students' error and guides them to revise it. GTM emphasizes on reading and writing, but CLT emphasizes on all four skills. GTM interaction is teacher-student, and CLT interaction introduce activities and the classroom procedures. Learners often contain different tasks assigned by teacher to engage themselves in real communicating using authentic areas. They work in pairs and groups to get this task done. The learner should contribute as much as he gains in classroom. Learners in a different way according to Vygotsky as a learner in the zone of proximal developed zone. They need to go through interactional activities under the supervision. For example, in 2010, this exam was introduced, and in the same year, reading comprehension question for 40 marks was set for listening comprehension. And listening comprehension wasn't practiced in the class and set as a reading comprehension in public exam. I doubt whether the question set had idea about it. We have infrastructural limitation in our country. Due to shortage of basic materials, most of the tasks of the textbooks are not practicing in the class. Though our curriculum is based on theory, our students doesn't get the facility to practice speaking and listening. We don't have the proper administrative setup in our country. Whenever a trained teacher wants to practice all the core skills, yes, we already mentioned that we have many lackings. As we see, we don't have the basic materials, infrastructural limitation, and don't have the proper budget. And moreover, we have many cultural language teaching all over the world. Higher US government needed to handle a lot of officials all over the world. These people needed to know German, French, Italian, Malay, and other languages. Consequently, as further instruction of government, 55 years universities initiated a course called Army Specialized Training. The target of this course was to attain oral proficiency in varieties of languages. The native speakers of the target language are engaged to present phrases, vocabulary, advanced before learners to imitate linguistics is to administer the producer, though the linguistics did not know the target language.
Skills were introduced by those who wanted to clarify that the study of foreign or German language was not less offensive than the study of classical language. In the mid and late 19th century, the opposition to the grammar translation method was gradually developed in several European countries. And this reform movement laid the foundation for the development of new ways of teaching.
I would like to talk about sylhet. Firstly, I am talking about the definition of sylhet.